Good day, Ma'am Dakuyan and peer evaluators. Today, our group will present a research proposal entitled The Contextual Factors of Entrepreneurial Intention of University Students Taking Business-Related Courses in Selected College Universities in Palo Leyte and Tacloban City. The researchers are Kimberly Shane Anasarios, Chenny Lorraine Castil, Alfredo Lantaco Jr., and Jara Don Ilaya.
Background of the study. Entrepreneurship refers to the process of generating new ideas to improve existing goods and services and create brand new ones, according to Schumpeter, 1965. According to Munoz, Liao, and Welsh in 2005, entrepreneurship's vital role in social and economic prosperity has been widely recognized in developing countries such as the Philippines. As entrepreneurs are the driving force behind every innovation and improvement in the economy, several studies about their attitudes and behavior have been conducted to understand the factors that led them to undertake entrepreneurship. As university students are frequently seen as prospective entrepreneurs, it is important to understand factors that may impact their attitudes and behavior toward entrepreneurship. And the key driver in predicting their entrepreneurial activity is their entrepreneurial intention. Kruger et al. 2000. Entrepreneurial intention refers to the state of mind that precedes action and concentrates on entrepreneurial activities such as starting a business. Moriano et al. 2012. Entrepreneurial intention is influenced by internal factors and external factors. It can be integrated at the three perspectives such as individual, entrepreneurial passion, family, entrepreneurial role models, and school, entrepreneurial education. Statement of the problem. Entrepreneurship in college curricula is becoming increasingly recognized by governments as a means of integrating young people into the labor force as jobs become increasingly difficult to find, according to Mac Isaac in 1996. It is widely recognized that an entrepreneurial career provides individuals excellent prospects to become financially independent, as well as positively influence the economy through fostering job creation, innovation, and economic expansion. In the Philippines, there is a growing interest in entrepreneurship, but most Filipino business graduates prefer to seek employment than start their own business, according to Ramota in 2005. The information available on business graduates running their own business is found to be insufficient, according to Ballesteros and Lianto in 2017. Research gap. Several studies have examined internal factors that affect entrepreneurial intention, such as psychological characteristics, personality traits, and cognitive abilities, according to Barbosa et al. 2007. At the same time, the external factors cannot be overstated because entrepreneurs are confronted with a wide range of everyday circumstances which will inevitably affect their daily operations. Research on external variables is carried out in the Philippines, but they are limited to one element such as attitude, demographics, or external factors like family and education, according to Abon et al. 2017, Santos 2018, Lacap in 2018. These studies have not included the significance of integrating both internal and external factors in understanding entrepreneurial intention. The students' intention to pursue entrepreneurial careers and activities have thus been understood to a lesser degree. Therefore, entrepreneurial intention is a timely and relevant topic that can be considered as a point of exploration for addressing the gap in the discipline of entrepreneurship and enhancing the body of knowledge in this field of study.
Rationale of the study. The lack of studies that combine both internal and external factors when predicting the contextual factors of entrepreneurial intention in the Philippines results in constrained access to vital information. With this, the study aims to answer the following general question. What are the contextual factors of entrepreneurial intention of students taking business-related courses among selected college universities in Palo Leyte and Tacloban City? Subsequently, the study has the following specific questions. 1. What is the level of intention the university students have towards starting a firm or being an entrepreneur? 2. What are the roles each of the following factors play on the entrepreneurial intention of students? A. Entrepreneurial passion. B. Entrepreneurial role models. C. Entrepreneurial education. 3. How does each factor drive entrepreneurial intention, and how do their effects differ? 4. Is there a positive relationship between entrepreneurial intention and the factors? Meanwhile, the study's objective is to determine the contextual factors of entrepreneurial intention of students taking business-related courses among selected college universities in Bacolod Leyte and Tacloban City. The specific objectives of the study are the following. 1. To determine the level of intention the university students have towards starting a firm or being an entrepreneur. 2. To determine the role of each of the following factors on the entrepreneurial intention of students. A. Entrepreneurial education. B. Entrepreneurial passion. C. Entrepreneurial role models. 3. To determine how the factors drive entrepreneurial intention and how do their effects differ. 4. To determine if there is a positive relationship between entrepreneurial intention and each of the factors.
To achieve the objectives of the study, this conceptual framework would be utilized. The independent variables of the study are entrepreneurial passion, entrepreneurial role models, and entrepreneurial education. The following independent variables would be the content of the research questionnaire, so the objectives may successfully be achieved. To further the findings of the study, the theory of planned behavior is added. This will be one contribution of the study to the body of knowledge, as it gives another angle for future researchers to study and improves the entrepreneurial intention model by Howe et al. On the other hand, the dependent variable of the study would be entrepreneurial intention, since the entrepreneurial intention would only be identified once the contextual factors are determined and the relationship between the contextual factors had been identified. The theoretical framework of the study. The study would utilize two theories. First is the theory of planned behavior by Ajak Aijen, and second, the social learning theory by Albert Bandura. But first, let us tackle the theory of planned behavior by Ajak Aijen. The theory of planned behavior by Ajak Aijen suggests that an individual's behavior is governed by their intention to undertake a specific action. And the study, it is an individual's entrepreneurial intention. The TBP would be used in determining the entrepreneurial intention of university students in Bacolod Leyte and Tacloban City Leyte through the TBP's three determinants of behavior, which are 1. The perceived behavioral control or an individual's ability to do an action, 2. The subjective norm or the societal pressure to do an action, and 3. The attitude toward entrepreneurial behavior or the likeliness to perform an action that is perceived to be favorable. Let's move on to the social learning theory by Albert Bandura. Social learning theory believes that learning takes place in a social context through an interplay of three components, which are personal variables, environment inputs, and behavioral results. In this study, social learning theory's components were utilized as such. First, the personal variables would pertain to the entrepreneurial passion of a university student. Next, environmental inputs regards to the entrepreneurial role models and entrepreneurial education, which results a behavior result in the form of entrepreneurial intention.
The methodology. The study will use a descriptive approach using a quantitative survey research design to measure and describe the different contextual factors influencing the entrepreneurial intention of university students taking business-related courses in selected university colleges in Bacolod Leyte and Tacloban City. To proceed with the study, 5 selected colleges and universities offering business-related courses in Bacolod Leyte and Tacloban City were chosen as a target area, namely St. Paul's School of Professional Studies, Eastern Visayas State University, University of the Philippines Visayas Tacloban College, ABE International Business College, and Asian Development Foundation College. We gather data on the population of students taking business-related courses in the selected schools, and 5,944 total students are taking business-related courses. The study will use the quota sampling technique to determine the sample size. As shown in the table, there are 5 strata or subgroups. St. Paul's School of Professional Studies with 143 quotas, Eastern Visayas State University with 98 quotas,
University of the Philippines Visayas Tacloban College with 27 quotas, Asian Development Foundation College with 18 quotas, and ABE International Business College with 12 quotas, with a total of 298 quotas or 298 sample size. To gather data from the sample size, a questionnaire consisting of 5 parts will be used as the main instrument of the study, consisting the demographics of the respondents, entrepreneurial intention, entrepreneurial passion, entrepreneurial role model, and entrepreneurial education. A 5-point Likert scale will be used to measure and determine entrepreneurial intention, which consists of strongly disagree, disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree. To analyze the data that will be collected, the study follows a descriptive approach. The data will be entered using numerical codes in a tabulated format, and means and frequencies will be determined. We will utilize regression analysis, which seeks to discover trends and patterns by estimating the possible effects of one or more variables, which are the entrepreneurial passion, entrepreneurial role model, and entrepreneurial education, on the dependent variable, which is the entrepreneurial intention. We will be utilizing correlation analysis to figure out the relationship between the variables, as what I mentioned above, as well as how a change in one variable might affect another variable.
Here is our survey questionnaire. Part A includes the demographic of the respondents. In Part B, to measure the entrepreneurial intention of the respondents, we will be using the 22-item existing questionnaire in the case study, measuring the impact of a business management student's attitude towards entrepreneurship education on entrepreneurial intention by Jenna in 2020. In measuring entrepreneurial passion, Part C, we will be using the 13-item conceptual foundations and scale validation of Cardon et al. In 2013. In Part D, entrepreneurial role model, we will use the 13-item questionnaire by Ben Mossa and Kirkini in 2021. Lastly, Part E, entrepreneurial education. This will be measured by adopting the 10-item questionnaire for entrepreneurship education, entrepreneurial self-efficacy, and entrepreneurial intentions of Arfianti in 2020. Since these instruments have already been used in various research studies, their validity and reliability have been established. However, a pilot test will be conducted to ensure the validity and reliability of the data before the actual data collection.